Okay, so I spent like approximately 30 days in that phase, which I don't suggest you guys to do. The client I closed was my second ever sales call, and I closed him for 850 without a refund guarantee. If
Okay.
you outreach like to 10 people and get one negative response,
Uh-huh.
of course that's gonna be sad. But if you outreach to 300 people and get like 10 negative responses and two positive, and one of the positive gets into a meeting, boom,
Mhm.
this is a form of procrastination, I like to believe, just watching videos and videos.
Hey, what's up, Ishan? How are you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Vansh? I'm doing amazing. What about you?
I'm doing great as well. Actually, I was just looking over your success on SMMA. You started your journey and you were like in the affiliate marketing. Let's start the podcast with this, right? How was your journey with your affiliate marketing and how did you enter into this SMMA space?
Okay, so affiliate marketing was great. I got into this online make money thing in like May of this year. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm relatively new to this entire thing, as you can tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started off in May, early May, and I made like $2,500, something like that, in like 2 months or something. Okay, so it was going pretty good because I was completely new. It was my first time in this make money and stuff like that. However, I've always been into working hard.
Mm-hmm.
Before finding out all about this marketing and sales stuff
Uh-huh.
like this, I was just working hard to just be an interior designer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess the ethic just transferred into this because now I finally knew a way to make money instead of just working hard all day. So,
Uh-huh.
I mean, you still have to work hard, but this way you can also make money, right? So it was pretty good. Started affiliate marketing. It was all right, but I wasn't feeling that spark, that energy, attractiveness. And also, ever since I found out about affiliate marketing, I knew
Uh-huh.
about SMMA like 3, 4 weeks after affiliate marketing. That's when I
Okay.
came across SMMA. And I have always wanted to make the transition. It wasn't a question of if I make the transition, it was about
Mhm.
when I make the transition.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how we made the transition. And we're on this podcast today.
So, like, I have a question. Like, you were into designing, as you just said, right?
Yeah.
And then you switched to affiliate marketing, right?
Yep.
And you started making some money out of that. Then why do
Mm-hmm.
you think why do you think that you need to make another transition from affiliate marketing to this SMMA space? Did you have any particular reason for this transition? Because I started my affiliate marketing and I did not get any success for the next 7 months straight, $0 income, right? And you did it like pretty quickly in like 2 months. You said $2,500, right?
Yep.
So what was the thing that stuck in your mind?
Okay, so first off, I just wanted something of substance, right? And SMMA is more like an affiliate marketing is pretty good. You have a product, you're selling it, you don't have to make your own product.
Uh-huh.
It's comparatively a lot less hectic than SMMA because in SMMA you have to make sure the delivery is good or else your clients will claim the refund, this, that, getting more clients. It's a lot of fuss, right? In
Uh-huh.
affiliate marketing, you just have to sell that product and just move on with your life. So it's much better because you don't have to worry about refunds or service delivery. The companies take care of that. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to do something of my own, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Like that's the only reason. And I was like, you know what, even though it's more work and more efforts, I still want to do SMMA. And I just jumped into it. Also, I wasn't too deep into affiliate marketing. I was
Uh-huh.
only doing it for like three and a half, at most 4 months.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty great. What would you
Yeah.
suggest to that particular person who is just starting out with his maybe his career or maybe his business, right? Because you transition from interior designing to the affiliate marketing and to this SMA. Because people have a lot of fears, right, before starting out these things. So what would you suggest to them? What they should do to overcome their fear of failures or overcome their anxieties to start a particular business?
You see, good question. Now, what do I suggest? I think like the one edge I've had over others throughout my journey is okay, of course, there's been ups and downs. The one major edge I've had is that I take decisions really quickly.
Okay.
So, as you can tell already, like after I finished my school, I went straight into working for and learning interior designing.
Uh-huh.
I did that. when I came to know about affiliate marketing, it took me like within 3 days, I was fully into affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
Also, I have, see, this is the advantage that teenagers have, right? They have
Hmm.
the freedom of time and they don't have to feed a whole family and pay the electricity bills for
Yeah.
6 people. We're just chilling.
Yeah.
So why not just use
Yeah,
this
most
time
of
to
them.
make, yeah, most of them, of course. I
Yeah.
mean, so why not use this time to actually make something worth it? Because we don't have the pressures right now. So take decisions quickly. So if you see an opportunity, jump on it, give it your all. If
Mhm.
you really don't want to do it, then maybe try something else, but take decisions, move fast. I see a lot of people, they get stuck in one thing for so long, they just don't take another decision. Like if they wanna, let's say they wanna start an SMMA, they'll wait for like 4 months. They'll be like, hey, I need to learn this, I need to learn that. 4 months later, they're still not gonna start. So one solid piece of advice: take decisions, move fast. Money
Uh-huh.
loves speed, right? So you have to
Yeah.
move fast.
I really appreciate that advice, like moving fast and taking decisions very quickly, because I was also at the same point. Like I was also like fearful with the decisions to get started with my business. Anyways, yeah, that's a pretty amazing insight that you just told me and that you just suggested, and I really love that. So, if for
So
example, you are running a business, right? SMMA.
yep.
So, and I studied this somewhere that it took you only 21 days and you closed your first client, right?
Yes, indeed.
For example, because so many people are like बहुत सारे लोग इस SMMA industry में आना चाहते हैं, लेकिन what would you suggest to them that, because it took you 21 days, when people start this SMMA journey, they want the results in like maybe 2 or 3 days, or maybe the day when they are just getting started. So what would you suggest to them? Like 21 days is a pretty long time for like being patient, right?
Yeah. So, guys, quick disclaimer. So, before I started my agency, I spent a couple of days just working on the back end, right? Like website banana and media bar hire karna and that extra stuff. Okay, so I spent like approximately 30 days in that phase, which I don't suggest you guys to do. Of course, we all make mistakes, we learn from that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so yeah, you guys should definitely give only 10 to 14 days to yourself, tie yourself down, have all the things figured out. Okay, because again, I was like completely new, right? I had no idea about what Facebook ad even means, what copywriting even means.
Yeah.
Bro, 2 months before starting my SMMA, I didn't even know what marketing meant,
Yeah, for
or
sure.
what sales meant. I was the most introverted kid ever.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, it might take you a bit longer than even 21 days.
Uh-huh.
So give yourself a couple of days to set everything up, then just go ham on the outreaches, man. That's all I can say. Might take you 21 days, 31 days, 2 days, who knows? Just
Mhm.
stick to it.
That's pretty great. And what would you suggest to those people who are getting only negative responses when they are just reaching out to people? Because, yeah, people are sending those outbound messages, right? If they are just starting out with this. बहुत सारे लोगों को negative responses मिल रहे हैं, right? For their agencies and for their stuff. So what would you suggest to them? Like, what should be the mentality uh, to get out of this zone?
I mean, sure. See, again, sales and marketing, this industry overall is for people who have a really thick skin, right? So,
Uh-huh.
अगर आपको जल्दी बुरा लग जाता है या कुछ, then this is not for you, right? You need to build yourself up. मुझे भी initially बहुत बुरा लग जाता था, but you kind of go through it enough times, you don't care.
Mhm.
But honestly, even if you're getting negative responses, I think we can both agree it's mainly a numbers game.
Yeah, for sure.
If
For sure.
you outreach like to 10 people and get one negative response,
Uh-huh.
of course that's gonna be sad. But if you outreach to 300 people and get like 10 negative responses and two positive, and one of the positive gets into a meeting, boom,
Mhm.
numbers game again.
So what was your number for reaching out to client? मतलब कितने लोगों को you were reaching out every single day, because you closed your first client in 21 days. Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's pretty crazy because when I closed my first client, I
Uh-huh.
was reaching out to me maybe 50, 60 people a day.
Mhm.
Okay, I do believe that I was fortunate enough to land the right type of prospects on my outreaches,
Uh-huh.
and they actually showed up to the call, and I was ready for the sales calls, right? So that was the reason I closed them. Because, yeah, guys, another thing I want to mention: the client I closed was my second ever sales call. and I closed him for 850 without a refund guarantee.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's pretty crazy. So again, see, people say that you don't have to learn sales before you start outreaching, do this, do that. Man, if I didn't know sales, I wouldn't have closed the client. I spent
For
some
sure.
time learning how to do the sales calls as well before even starting this. That is the reason I was able to land the client on the second call, second ever sales call. you
For
know
sure.
I want to know your take on this.
My take would be the same, man, because if you don't know how to sell your product or services, you won't be able to uh, close your client, right? Because if you, even if you have the best product in the market and you don't know how to sell that particular product, no one is going to buy that. And
I agree.
I agree on that. Yeah.
See, if you're not very smooth on sales calls, man, you just gotta at least do 150 a day, in the
Uh-huh.
beginning. Okay, one thing, I think 150 might sound a bit daunting to a lot of you guys. How about you guys start building up the numbers? How about you start with 50 first week, next week 100, next week 150, boom, just keep ramping up the numbers. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's what I would suggest. Do more, that's mainly it. Outreaches के बिना कुछ नहीं होगा.
बिल्कुल। एंड बट आई एम सीइंग अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आउट देयर जो कि बहुत सारे सेल्स कॉल्स और बहुत सारे सेल्स ट्रेनिंग्स लेते हैं, बहुत सारे कोर्सेज लेते हैं, राइट, फॉर डूइंग दिस एसएमएमए, बट दे डोंट टेक एनी एक्शन, राइट? They don't take any action for booking the meetings with the clients or for booking the meetings with the potential prospect, right? So what would you what would be your views on that particular taking action part?
I mean, that's the whole bloodline of the business, right? Uh,
Uh-huh.
Watching Jordan Belfort's straight line persuasion is great, but if
Mm-hmm.
you don't implement it, if you don't practice it, it's not gonna help at all. So,
Yeah.
this is a form of procrastination, I like to believe. Just watching videos and videos, one channel after another, one SMMA guru after another. They just like to, it releases dopamine, right? Like, oh my God, this business is so cool. Let me learn about it more, you know, and they just kind of procrastinate
Uh-huh.
and they don't take action. And not taking action is not gonna get you anywhere. So yeah, best of luck for that.
Yeah, I really love that. But you know what, Ishan, like so many people close their first client, right? Maybe close their second client, then they get the difficulty with the service delivery, right? Or maybe they don't get the second client for themselves, right? Or maybe they get two or three clients and after that their sales pipeline or उनको कोई client आगे मिलता नहीं. So what would be the reason? What do you think about that? Is this the reason for they stopped reaching out to people, or is this the reason they stopped learning, or what would be the reason in your perspective?
Yeah, it's actually quite complex
Mm-hmm.
because I've witnessed it firsthand. I landed my first two, butter smooth. Since then, it's been a little bit hard to land more clients,
Uh-huh.
right? However, it's like kind of weird. I don't know how to respond to this because you see, sometimes nothing makes sense. Sometimes you'll do the outreaches, you'll book the sales calls, but
Uh-huh.
the quality of the prospects will be trash.
Uh-huh.
Let's say by chance you reach out to one prospect and
Uh-huh.
that one prospect is genuinely like gets on the call with you and can afford it. If
Uh-huh.
that happens, boom, it's a close. Of course, if your sales are pretty good.
Yeah.
Other times you'll reach out to prospects, they'll lose interest in 2 minutes of talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the number one thing I think is just, if you're going through that, take a step back, because you're obviously making a mistake. Okay. You're
Uh-huh.
obviously lacking behind somewhere. Take a step back, analyze what you did, notice what you did wrong, what you did right, improve wherever you were wrong, and just keep moving forward. There is no other way around it.
Yeah, that's pretty great. And I also heard this, that this SMMA, this social media marketing agency, is kind of boring business, right? I am also into this business,
Yeah,
but it is kind of boring, but it is interesting at the same time, right?
I
So
agree.
like what your day looks like. आपका पूरा दिन
Okay,
yeah,
my day, usually I break my outreaches into three parts.
okay.
Okay. uh I try to do 200 every day
Mm-hmm.
and just break it into three outreach cycles, like 3-4 hours apart. Mainly, to be honest, I just sit down and work in one block, one big chunk. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't have a perfect day or something. I just wake up, check my phone like any other guy. Okay, and check a few important things, because see, I like to see it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
If I if I am gonna use my phone when I wake up. Why don't
Yeah.
I try to make it something productive, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes I just wake up, open my eye, and start doing outreach to, you know,
Okay.
yeah, that's a pretty cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Other times I just check my emails and reply to those emails to just wake
Hmm.
up, spend 10-15 minutes like that, wake up, go take a bath, sit down on this computer, just
Uh-huh.
break my outreaches down, work on the client accounts, and yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Actually, yeah, this is pretty much the same with me as well, but I just take a coffee and not just start doing the reach outs as soon as I just wake up. Because Alex Hormozy also talked about this. Like, we just need to reduce the time frame between just waking up and starting the work that needs to be done. And yeah, that's what we both are doing, I think, right?
I agree.
So this is a question that's in my mind ki jo mujhe laga ki I should ask you. Okay, where do you see yourself in the next maybe 6 months, or maybe in the next 1 year with this SMM? Because you just started 4 or 5 months back, right? And
Yeah.
where do you see yourself?
Okay, so I see myself in a pretty good state, in a pretty comfortable state, happy mentally, physically, okay, in a good shape. I'm not gonna throw out any numbers. It's a
Mm,
personal choice,
uh-huh,
but yeah, I see myself in a good state. I see my YouTube channel in a good state. Okay,
uh-huh,
I have a few other exciting things planned out,
uh-huh,
even outside of SMMA. SMMA is gonna be the main thing. A few
uh-huh.
other back pocket things, right? And
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be good. You guys are here for a roller coaster ride.
And before wrapping this podcast up, like, what would be your biggest advice to someone who is just a beginner and who don't even know how to start, who don't even know what is SMMA, right? Or maybe who is just starting his business. So what would be your biggest advice to him? Maybe in terms of physically, maybe in terms of mentally. What would be your biggest advice to him or her?
Okay, my biggest advice to that person would be, first off, you're gonna feel like this is way too much. It's gonna be very overwhelming, which I understand. I was a complete beginner just 6, 7, 8 months ago when I started off. I just want to put it out there, guys. I was the most introverted kid ever, right? Like I could not. I remember I used to give out free consultation sessions, not sales calls. I wouldn't pitch. I would just help people out, and I used to sweat so hard before getting on those calls, right? So yeah, I've been there. I've been a complete newbie without any marketing knowledge or anything. So as long as you guys just keep your head down and just focus on learning, in the first few months, you're gonna be like uh, it's a term called newbie gains, right? So you're gonna learn a lot of things in the first few months. Just turn yourself into a sponge and absorb every new thing you can. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
my advice.
That's great, Ishan. Thank you, Ishan, for coming up for this podcast.
Thanks, man. Bye. See you guys later.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. And Ishan dropped a lot of valuable lessons in this video. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, there is a link down below in the description. This person is going crazy with YouTube as well. He started his YouTube channel a few months back, and now at 1,000 subscribers in just a few months. This is pretty much amazing and inspiring at the same time, right? We all can connect on these social media handles like Instagram, like Facebook, like LinkedIn, right? There are the links down below in the description. As same, if you like this video, just press the like button. If you have any questions, just drop the comment below. And I will see you in the next video.